Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing I got for you guys is the physique update from my athlete. That's right, Eric Janicki competing at a California Pro tomorrow. And this is the post I made yesterday. It was Thursday after carb loading a little bit, middle of the day basically. The next day he woke up a lot drier. But today we're carb loading and we're pushing for that condition, for the dehydration as well. I'm not aiming for him to be 90%. He has been 90% basically all of his showing so far. And I could have done that, play it safe, and just said that I prepped an open bodybuilder. But no, I want to help this guy to achieve his maximum potential, to bring out the best out of him in this short time we had. So I want to bring him at least 100 to 110%. And I'm not going to say I'm risking anything, because when you know what you're doing with a peak week, you can be sure your athlete is going to be peaked well. What do I mean by 110%? Well, I'm thinking of the physiques kind of like Wesley Wisser's 2024 Arnold Classic or last year's Martin Fitzwater, basically bringing out of an athlete something they never thought they had or everybody else thought they don't have. So making them look impossibly good. And from what I'm seeing, nobody has this guy winning this show or even placing in the top 2 on Fuad's podcast. Only Ian had him in second spot, so this is definitely a dark horse. And if they knew that I was prepping this guy, and if they know how I work, they would believe it. They would know that he's bringing it. So I'm really looking forward to surprising everybody tomorrow. Yeah, I'm that confident. I think Eric is going to be insane on that stage. Super big. He's heavy. He's tall. He's a massive guy. I think he's going to dwarf some people, kill them in some of the back shots. So it's going to be really awesome, really fun to watch my guy compete at a pro show and do a report on that. You guys tell me down below in the comment section, where do you think Eric is going to place at a California Pro? Can he beat Sasuke Ratti? Can he beat Patrick Moore? Can he beat Luke the Hulk? Can he beat Dorian Haywood or the other guy that plays second at the Arnold Brazil? It's a pretty solid lineup. And again, I have Eric definitely in the top 2. I don't see why Eric couldn't beat everybody and dominate this show. I think he's that good. We'll see tomorrow, guys. The next update we got is from Nick Walker. So I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing right now? What the hell is his goal? What the hell is his approach currently in the off season? Every photo he posts, the first comment is from Guy Sternino. He's dead because Guy is still helping him, coaching him, being his second set of the eyes or his best friend, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's there in the background. And I believe the next time Nick preps, he's going to have Guy in his corner. But as far as I know right now, Nick is not prepping for anything. But in this update, man, he doesn't look like he's ready to compete anytime soon, but he's definitely staying very, very lean and very, very hard. You can believe one thing, guys. After the Arnold Classic, Nick did not go off. Nick did not go off. If he went off for 2 weeks maybe. Because this looks like he's blasting like a maniac, because he has this androgenic fullness, right? The hardness, the details, even though he's not as sharp as he was at the Arnold Classic. So he just got massive, like he's 280, I think even more than 280, like 283, I think. And his conditioning is still great. And he has these crazy lines, crazy fullness, hardness. This is insane, guys. This is super, super impressive. And again, as far as we all know, he's not prepping. He's not doing any shows. But does it really look like Nick Walker to you to skip the Mr. Olympia? To skip one of the few opportunities he has to compete on the biggest stage in the world? Well, it doesn't really sound like him, but hey, maybe there is some truth to what Sean Ray said. He said that it's the pressure that gets to Nick. That's the biggest stage in the world, and not everybody is able to handle that mentally. And when Sean Ray said that, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? 1 year, he had a tear, a hamstring tear and a calf tear, like a 2 weeks out. He couldn't have competed then. And the next year, his gear was fake, or his coach didn't get him in shape, whatever that was. But if he skips this year, basically for no reason, then I'll definitely have some reason to doubt, to think that maybe why he's skipping all these Mr. Olympias is because it is the pressure that gets to him. Maybe the pressure got to him and that's why he didn't get in shape. Maybe his body wasn't responding because he was so stressed. Maybe he got injured because he wasn't focused and he let something stupid happen to him. Maybe it's not Kyle Wilkes' fault that he completely botched that Mr. Olympia and show up looking like he didn't diet at all. Maybe it's the stress that got to him and that's why he spilled over like that. And now he's skipping the Mr. Olympia because he doesn't want to handle that pressure. More and more often, Sean Ray actually turns out to be right, or at least somewhat right. You know, there are things that he says, and I'm like, what the hell is he saying? He's saying all these outlandish things, but when the time passes, I often figure out that he knows what he's talking about. Even though it sounds crazy and like a clickbait or rage bait, he actually has a good point. And in this situation, man, I mean, again, I don't know why Nick Walker is in this kind of condition if he's not competing. But if he actually isn't competing and looking like this, then yeah, there is definitely something going on in his head that is preventing him from doing a show, from competing. Because he could definitely get shredded in like 4 weeks and do a show and qualify and then do the Mr. Olympia. He's not going to be going off anyway. It's just about maybe dieting for like 4 weeks and that's it. So no reason to skip the Mr. Olympia this year. He still might do it. You guys tell me, why do you think that might happen? Whatever you think, tell me down below. All right, the next physique update we got is the client of my fellow Serbian Miloš Čačev, and that's Hadi Choopan. That's right, now he's prepped by Miloš. He's prepping for the Mr. Olympia, and this is what he looks like right now. And this physique update, guys, I mean, he has been off for a while, off of training, and of course, the gear and like bodybuilding lifestyle from what I'm hearing, what Miloš told me. So now he's slowly coming back. And considering what he has been doing this time, he looks phenomenal. You know, he has that fullness, that roundness, and pretty good conditioning as well. Do I have him potentially coming back and winning the Mr. Olympia? I wouldn't say that's impossible. Why would I say that? He won it before. Do I cheer for him winning? I do cheer for Miloš becoming the coach of the Mr. Olympia for sure. But if you're talking about the physiques, I want to see the guy that blocked me on IG win, to be honest, because I'm not looking at these guys, I'm not being biased in that way, never. I always want to see the best physique win, whichever show it is, especially Mr. Olympia. I want to see the best physique in the world represent all the bodybuilders, all the bodybuilding, and for me personally, this year that is Samson Dauda and has been for the last 5 years or so. Even when he was coached by Miloš and when he fired Miloš and when he was prepped by his wife or whoever, I don't care. He is my favorite physique and that's not going to change whether I'm coaching somebody else. If I'm coaching somebody else and we're fighting for the Mr. Olympia title, I'll definitely have them winning. I'll be biased at that point, but up until that point, no, I'll be honest. And who do I see as the best body in the world right now? That's Samson Dauda. But again, I'm talking about cheering for someone. Not saying that it should win. If Samson is not in shape, if he's not peaked well, then he shouldn't win. And Hadi is probably going to be spot on. Honestly, I'm expecting him to be perfect. Maybe even that 110% with Miloš. If that happens, he's going to be very, very hard to beat, very hard to stop, and has a really good chance of winning the Mr. Olympia title again. All right, the last physique update we got is from Keone Pearson, and man, this is looking insane, guys. This is looking crazy. And I saw Keone next to Derek at the Olympia battle, and he looks pretty much the same size right now in the off-season. So Keone has a ton of muscle. However, he does not plan on switching to the open, not anytime soon. At one point, probably, but not right now. And I fully support him now. I was fully supporting him to switch to the Open for a long time. I thought he was that good to dominate the Open even today, but when I saw him standing next to Krijo and Samson and even Martin, yeah, I realized that he is not ready for that yet. But that was Keone doing a show after the Mr. Olympia, after still making the weight for the 212. He had a full year to focus on growing and coming in as big as possible, and even sacrificing some of that condition, right? Coming in decent condition, just with a lot of size, that would be different Keone. That Keone could be more competitive in the Open. I mean, still placing fourth at that show against those guys, it's still a great achievement. But yeah, I definitely get him staying at 212 for a couple more years, 2-3 years, and then eventually, when he has no chance of making the weight for 212 without sacrificing a bunch of muscle, at that point, possibly, maybe switch to the Open. Even at that point, I wouldn't be so sure, but maybe then it will be time to try it seriously, and I hope he does that. Because, again, these physique updates are looking insane, and he's still within the 212 limits. Imagine him at 220, 225 shredded. That's gonna be insane with this shape, with these freaking genetics, with this symmetry and roundness, and also the conditioning that he brings. He can be a force, man, in the Open, as well as he's right now in the 212. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. You tell me, what do you think about whichever part of this video down below in the comments. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.